Hello, I'm Imogen Cooper. Thank you for joining me. I want today to convey an urgent message to the public at large, to draw attention to the desperate consequences of the pandemic for musicians. I'm a classical pianist, and I'm proud to say that I have been performing for over 50 years. It is a wonderful profession, emotionally and physically very demanding, but with the golden reward of performing, of sharing music that you love and believe in passionately, with audiences all over the world, to mutual benefit. In March 2020, this judded to a complete halt. Venues have closed, and therefore musicians cannot perform nor earn their living. It has been extremely difficult, not least here in the UK, where many or most musicians are self-employed. I would like to tell you a bit about it. I have found it quite sobering in recent times to realize how little people, maybe not involved in the arts, know about what musicians are going through. My sole aim, therefore, is to bring awareness of the musician's situation closer to your attention. In early July, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, announced a 1.57 billion aid package for the arts. This was, of course, in itself extremely welcome. Arts venues had been closed since March, although thankfully staff had been somewhat protected by furlough payments. The aid package goes to keeping venues afloat while their doors are closed and they have no revenue. Cultural and heritage organizations around the country must have sighed with relief to know that they could access grants and loans which would stave off bankruptcy. So far, so very good. But what about those who bring these buildings to life? What about performing artists? Those who make the sounds, who recreate the great masterpieces, whose lives are spent plumbing their depths and trying to hone them to share from the platform. What about those without whom the venues are silent? Little or no protection for them. Orchestral musicians are by and large not salaried in this country, as they are, for instance, in Germany and in the United States. The SICE grant, basically a movable percentage of profits over 3 months, is not available to all. Freelance work is scarce, if not non-existent. Even if venues are open, they are restricted from hiring extra freelance musicians by dint of social distancing, quite aside from only having restricted funds. There are sadly too many other blind alleys to enumerate, but the bottom line is a very grim one. Some 87% of long-established musicians will earn less than £20,000 this year. Those aged in their 20s, much less. This is not viable. Worse still, many are looking elsewhere to retrain, a heart-rending decision for a profession where mind, heart, soul and energies are so harmoniously intertwined. And if this is the case, who will be hired when venues fully reopen? Many will be gone. I leave these facts with you. There are many more, but it's not my intention to make this message too long. However, if I may, I would like to encourage you, when you tap into free live-streamed events with an invitation to donate, please, please do so. Do not pass by. Enlightened promoters are doing their very best to pass on what they can to the musicians. And they really, really need it. Other ways of helping, you might consider commissioning a short piece from a composer or donating to a music trust. The two you will see listed on your screen are but two among many. All would be grateful for your support in these incredibly difficult times. It is vital that we keep faith that sooner or later live music with audiences will be back again. There is simply no shared experience like it. Until then, support is crucial to keep musicians practically and spiritually alive in their true identity as vessels of the great musical arts, and without whom these arts remain imprisoned and silent. Thank you.